Hello, friends. Tiffany here. Welcome to my quilting life. Today is Tuesday, the 5th or something like that, and I'm making another live stream. I already went long, but now it's time for some quilting on the long arm. So I am going to teach you guys an actual teaching moment here, how to do geometric triangles, because it's simple and easy to learn, and I would like to be able to teach people simple and easy things that we can do. So, Melina, hello. Diane, hello. I'm not going to start quilting just yet. I'm going to wait for some more people to come on. There's 8 of you here, but only 2 chatting so far. Oh, there's Agnes. There's Emily. Hi, Kim. Yep. Obviously, you guys are seeing me all over the internet today, not just on my channel, but on other people's channels too. So, yeah, we're going to do some long arm quilting. I decided to load something simple and easy that has been hanging in my closet for a while. Let's see. Hi, Mary. Hi, Ginger. Hi, Laura. Hi, Katrina. Well, good. You guys are going to learn how to do geometric triangles today. Like, you guys have seen me do squares, but we're going to do triangles. And they probably won't all be pointy. Hi, Paula. But yes, I said hi to Mary. Hi, Joe. Jacqueline, hello. So they probably all won't be pointy. They might be funky. I have no idea, but we're just going to do geometric triangles. And I put in a light blue thread because it matches. So in some areas, you guys will see the quilting. In some areas, you will not, because, well, actually you can. You will see it. Never mind. You should be able to see it throughout the whole thing. Hi, Janice. All right, so we're going to start up here in the top. This is just a, what was it again? 63? Oh, yeah, I don't remember. I'm just going to lay this on here and look. It's 60.5 by 60.5, so it's a 60.5-inch square quilt. And this color right here is what's on the backing. It's aged to perfection. It's one of the blue colors from the line. So we're gonna go ahead and do some triangles. They're gonna be big and small because that's what looks good. For those that are curious, I am quilting on a King Quilter 2 Elite. It is a 18-inch machine on a 12-foot frame. I am going to be stitching at 10 stitches per inch in precision mode, although I should switch to idle so that I have better points. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go into idle. And I have my, yeah, I'm switching to idle. So it's a stitch regulation mode, but it'll idle. So the needle will still go up and down at 8%. And just, who says hi? Hi, Lynette. Yes. Yeah, I won't be able to see the comments while I'm quilting because unfortunately I don't see comments very well while I'm quilting. And if it shakes or anything, I did a lot to try to prevent shaking today, but you never know because it happens. Scott will just read to me and I will be quilting. So here we go. And see, the triangles can go up, down, and sideways, and they can also come down and through each other. They're all different shapes and sizes, and I'm just going to fill this whole quilt. This is also got poly batting. It's a 8-ounce loft batting, so it's quite thick, and it's going to give, as you can see, super duper loft as I'm quilting. So, and I just kind of go with the flow and do whatever. And if you hear beeping, that's just my stitch regulator telling me to slow down. Before I get too far, though, I am going to check my tension because I did not do that before starting to quilt. Oh, thank you. All right, that looks good. So I have to take a flashlight underneath and look. So they're just gonna weave in and out, and I'll try to fill in what I can wherever I miss. And my lines are definitely not straight. Nope, 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 they are not. So I'm gonna come up here. I need a triangle right there. Crossing over. And see, oh, you can't see down there. Darn. It didn't go straight, but whatever. I am just playing around, honestly. No, this isn't a customer's. I'm just doodling, honestly, with triangles. Yeah, no, this is just a whatever.
Yes.
So it does look kind of poopy, but I'm gonna make it work. So you guys could see, I'm just going all over the place. That is what I'm doing. Literally just going everywhere. And my lines are not straight, far from it. Yeah, they're kind of on the wonky side. As long as it resembles a triangle, it's fine. That's all that matters. And like I said, I'm crossing over some, I'm not. Some, I'm not. Yep. Cross through all of that. Look at that. This looks so abstract. Let me tell you, I should have titled it Abstract Geometric Triangles. Yeah. Sometimes I have to stop and think where I'm going. Oh, I don't know why it seems so zoomed in. Maybe it's the angle of the camera. Right there. Oops. Sorry, guys, for the camera movements. My little mount thing came I'm undone. Gotta tack it down nice and tight. There we go. I make it look so easy. It's not really easy. It's just you got to pay attention to where you're going. That's the main part of doing this. Like even though I'm crossing over lines and blah 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 blah, you really have to like find yourself a path to make sure that your path is even gonna work out. I have a little piece of shredding that's coming through from the fabric. So as you can tell, I kind of am just spilling water everywhere, Mr. Scotty. Can you get a towel? I did not know that my cap was not. I was trying to prevent the water from going any further. It's down here, down here.
Well, then you need a big towel.
Sorry, guys, my water spilled.
Will you hold that? Just move this.
I kind of.
To move the stand. You have the wires are all over here, honey. You have to move all your wires.
Okay, so I'm just going to quilt some more. Oops, out of bobbin. I didn't have a full bobbin to start, so I ran out that quick. I try to use up used bobbins first.
Okay, we're gonna come up under here. What that was. Underneath these?
There's nothing under there.
No, it's all wet.
There's it's end. There's nothing.
Okay. 'Cause every time I was moving, there was just water everywhere.
Okay, that
Oh
broke.
no, did that break?
Yep.
Oh well.
Put a bobbin in here.
Wow, that really good.
Okay, bobbin in to the right. Pop it through the hole. Check my tension. It's good. Pop it back in under the machine and get going. I probably should like add more on this side, but I guess I'll do that when I advance. Where did it land? Right here. Stop it right there. Pop that off of there. All right. I gotta check my tension for some strange reason. It feels funny under there. Sometimes it does when I put a new bobbin in. Oh, this looks great, looks great. Looks great. I don't know, I guess it's just the new bobbin has a little bit of a strange feel to it. Sorry if I can't see any comments right now. Scott's trying to clean up my water bottle that's spilled. Darn end of the long arm hit it when I was moving and it fell. Spilled all over, and I can't have water underneath my long arm. All right. I'm gonna go over to the other side real quick and kind of fill in that area before I advance it. These are from 10-inch squares, so they're like 9.5 inches or 9 inches finished, I think. They're big. That's why I chose to do what I'm doing on here. So I'll let you guys see for a second while I adjust adjust my body so that I don't trip on cords. I gotta put all my black lights back under the long arm. Hello, everybody. You're getting me twice today. Okay. I'm gonna add just a little bit more to this side because it feels bare compared to how thick I went over there. Okay, so I'm going to advance the quilt with it down just like this, with my needle down, and just make my way back and forth. So now it's time to advance. I have filled in my throat space. I'm carefully going because my machine is attached with the needle down still, and I want to be able to cross over my original stitching. So I'm not going to advance it completely all the way. Actually, I'm going to have to make my way to the edge so that I can baste this. Oh yeah, it'll look really cool when it's done. So I'm going to make my way back to this side over here where I am, and then baste. I am using really fluffy batting, and it's best to baste this. So just going to hold it nice and tight and go ahead and so right here, just going to go back into my basting mode and baste down this edge. Again, like I said when I started the video, I am using a 8-ounce poly loft, so it's very, very thick. So it requires me to baste it, or else it could have puckers and stuff. So for those of you who've ever long armed with anything this thick, it's like quilting a comforter. That's how big it is. I call them quillumpeters because it's like a quilt and a comforter all in one. All right, I'm gonna go back to the other side now and continue back this way. Although I could probably quilt this from any direction because of the fact that it is triangles. Okay, back to idle mode. Hello, hello. All right, now I can go on nice and continuous without having to stop, hopefully. Okay, here we go. Oh, and I had some shredding. Hold on, guys, so you could see that. I have a new thread net on my thread, so I don't know if it's going to prevent this, but obviously so far I've shredded once on my second pass now, so I don't know how well this is going to prevent things from happening with this whole thread net thing. It's supposed to stop shredding, and it's supposed to stop me from having tangling underneath the thing on my long arm, but obviously, you know, I like to test things out for you guys, so I am testing out having a thread net. And if you don't know what it is, I'll have to grab one out of the drawer to show you. Or I could just show you when I'm done. All right. Where was I? Which way am I going? I'm going this way. Ooh, and that messed up my tension too. Check that out real quick. On the bottom. Oh, look at that. The troubles of having a long arm. I never said having a long arm was trouble-free, guys. Yep. Oh, sorry if my screen disappeared for a second. It tried to tell me to rotate screen, but my screen is rotated. So I'm kind of like meandering with triangles in all shapes and positions. Hello, hello. I know you guys cannot hear Scott saying hi to you over the long arm. My experience with mineral oil on thread was not good at all, whatsoever. Did not help me. I don't know what my mineral oil is. I just know that it was 100% pure mineral oil. No, it did not go well. No, this is not computer. This is all hand guided. This is all me just what I call scribble. Yeah, I prefer to free motion quilt, and that was not a triangle right there that I just did, but some of them are not triangles, some of them are. Some are super big, some cross over, some are super small. This is just me showing you that you don't always have to do the same thing. The machine is moved. This is on a big machine, on a frame. The machine is on a frame. Have you not seen Longarm Quilting? All right, we're gonna take it off of the front, off of the mount, and you guys, Scott's gonna show you how I'm moving the machine for a minute. So camera. These are like 9 inches, I think. But Scott's gonna show you guys how I guide this for those that have never seen.
Just real quick, we'll put it right there.
Camera's moving, camera's moving.
Put it right there.
Right there, here we go. So this is a long arm. This is what my frame looks like. And this is what it looks like when I move and guide the machine. We don't have the good lighting on, that's why. Any questions on what I'm doing and how I'm doing it?
We're going to put the camera up farther or in, to the other side of her. Do that. I can even go behind the machine.
He's wanting to know if you guys want him to go in a different angle.
You have to tell me though.
You have to tell him if you want him to move to a different angle. What?
There's nothing coming up there. Do you not have any comments on it?
Sometimes the comments come up, sometimes they don't.
Oh, okay. Well then if they said anything, I do.
Oh. So that is what it looks like. My machine quilts by moving it around like this. It is actually so simple that I can just move it with one finger, literally. So if you only had one finger on your hand, you could still, I would have to have 2 fingers, honestly. But if you are, disabled and you have different ways of doing things, you can also do this while sitting on a stool. So you could sit and move it around, but you would have to be on a stool with wheels, I would say, because you need to move around. You know what I mean? But yeah, so this allows me to go from one side to the other with ease. So, and this is what it looks like when I advance it. I just move my clamps on the side and I advance it like this. I don't have any rolling things on my ends, So like a knob, like most long arms, I don't have the knob on the end. Mine broke when I first got this because it was a cheap plastic piece, but most long arms have those on the end. I just adjust it and then I baste it down on the sides because my batting is super thick. You're gonna have to give me 2 seconds so I can baste this side real quick. Oops. So I keep it nice and straight. I baste one side so that, and basting just means I'm tacking it down with stitches. So that way my quilt stays nice and straight as I'm quilting. And then I come over and do the other side. And we're gonna put you guys back in the mount as soon as I finish the basting. So again, I just keep it nice and straight. Sometimes I have to adjust it because, like I said, I'm using polyester batting, so it shifts really easily. And that's all I do. So we're gonna put you guys back on the mount in 2 seconds. Here we go.
Yeah,
It's gonna wiggle and shake for a second.
Diane says, Tiff, what did you do to your hair?
Oh, it's tied back into a ponytail because I was sweating my butt off and I'm wearing it like a whatchamacallit on my head, like a headband or whatever. Hold my hair back. It's a disaster today throughout the day.
Thank you. You're welcome. Hi,
Yep.
Mary.
So that is how that is done.
And she asks, how big is the system? You mean the table?
The table itself is 12 foot from one side to the other. The width of the whole entire thing is a little over 4.5 feet. And the height is however tall you are and you would prefer to quilt. And then the machine throat, which is the space under here, you know, where my hand is, that throat space is 18 inches from the needle to the end. But this thing right here, see this, that I can't go any further back because there's poles that you just saw, that actually only gives me like 16 inches in total space from there to there.
Riley, that's the little girl, right?
Yep.
That's your fan. Say
hi. Hi, Riley. Hope you're doing good, sweetie. You need to hurry up and do another quilt for me to quilt for you.
Marie loves the fluorescent threads. Shame that the people on the show won't get the glimpse.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'm going to show the guild when I drop it off, but that's about as far as it's going to go.
I think you just answered it, but Diane wants to know what the difference between the mid-arm and the long-arm is. Which one do you recommend?
Mid-arm is anything under 18 inches. So technically those 14-inch Grace machines, those are mid-arms. The Moxie is a 15-inch machine. It's still considered a long arm because it's on a long frame and it has a long arm. But most of those, you can get a 15-inch throat space on a Janome memory craft machine, I think, or something like that. They have really big throat spaces, and there are frames that you can put those on with like a tray. Instead of having this, like I have this roller system, it's actually a tray right here that you can put your domestic house machine on it and throw it on a frame and call it a long arm, which is what I did the first few years because that's what I had. So preferably, if you were going to get one of these, I would say go for the long arm. If you're going to pay the money, you might as well get the actual 18-inch or bigger machine. That is just personally, because I've already been there with the small machine and I just hated it. I absolutely hated it. And if you guys struggle with certain things, you'll definitely struggle with that because it was definitely trouble. I can quilt pretty big. I can quilt pretty small, as long as it's in my throat space. Does what?
Bernina in Longarm?
Yeah, I know a few people that have Berninas. I know I don't think they have them on frames yet, though. I think Bernina only has the stand-up table machines. Honestly, I don't think they have the on a frame one. I know Baby Lock does. Baby Lock has Juki has Grace. I'm trying to think. APQS, Gamel, Pfaff has long arms. King Quilter, which is what I have. Handy Quilter is which is what King Quilter pretty much is. Oh my gosh, did I get it all? I already said Grace. I already said Juki. I think the brother has one on a frame too. I'm not 100% sure how big it is. I don't think it's more than 15 inches, but they do have one. And yeah, there's so many brands. And if you go into, yeah, if you go into the description below all of my videos, there's a link to Sewing Machines Plus, whether you purchase or not. I'm just telling you there's a link there. They sell like 13 different brands of machines. So you guys can go, I don't know how many long arm brands they sell, but I do know that they sell tons of machines, period. Long arm, I know for a fact they have Handy Quilter, they have the King Quilter. They did have Tin Lizzie, but I don't think they have Tin Lizzie anymore. They have the Juki, let's see. I don't know what else. You'd have to go look, but there's a link in the description to Sewing Machines Plus, and they have pretty good deals too when it comes to wanting to purchase one of these. Just know that they are expensive, and if you don't plan on using it, there's no sense in buying it. You need to know that you're going to be using this all the time because it's that expensive. So, yeah. You can get a machine to do computerized, yes. I don't have one because I don't want to do computerized. I mean, I do in the future, but not right now. I can't afford the computer for this right now. And even if I could, it would only be for stuff that I'm stuck on. Like if I can't think of a design from my own head, then that would be the reason why I would use a computer. Oh yeah, today's Tuesday, huh? That's right, they're on Tuesdays. New stash is way more expensive than de-stash videos. So if I can save you money, I'm glad. See how I just crossed over? That is 100% safe to do when you're quilting, free motion, abstract, geometric triangles. And I do long arm quilt for people all over the United States, just for those that are curious and somebody wants me to finish their quilt. I have tons of friends that do too. Notice up there I was like almost stuck. And I'm out of thread. Up there I was almost stuck, but I made my way out just by crossing over my triangles. All right, let's put another bobbin in and continue on. I should be able to get this whole quilt done in one video. We'll see. Like I said, it's only 60 by 60. Well, 60 and a half by 60 and a half, same freaking thing. Oh. All right, testing my bobbin, looks good. Put that in. Where did I lose myself? Right there. All right. I try to quilt away from it and then clip it. I need to take a drink of water real quick. I know for those of you, some of you are used to watching my long arm videos with music. There's no music today because it's a live. I'm not singing, no way. Because no, they will not like my singing. And if you hear beeping, for those that haven't been paying attention, that's me going faster than my stitch regulator. It kind of happens when I go on straightaways. Hello, welcome. Yep. I do all my own everything. It's really freeing to be able to just go like this and not have any rules. I don't have to have straight lines. I'm just triangles, just like we did in just making triangles of all shapes and directions, sizes, and so on and so forth. Crossing over, because it does not matter. Filling in sections. Going different directions. Just having fun. Filling everything in. Some of my triangles are not triangles. I think I have like 3 maybe more passes to go. So there's that. I'm not going to go too far so that I can baste this side while I'm on it. I just think that this is super awesome. I love the texture for one. I love, love, love polyester batting for the texture. You guys cannot really see it as like I see, but it is amazing what it feels like. I don't know what it is that I like about it. Just maybe not just the look, but the feel, I guess. All right, I'm gonna baste this side, and then I'll go over and baste the other side. Nice and straight. So you can see on these sides right here and what happens because it's so thick. If you didn't baste them, you would have crinklies. You see what happens? And if I was using a different foot, it catches like big time. So I always make sure to baste. That's what I was picking out earlier's video was basting stitches because I cannot do a straight line for the life of me. So sometimes my basting stitches, as you can see, they veer. It's not my fault. I just can't stitch a straight line, whether it's sit down machine or stand up. Thank you. It's fire engine red because I felt like something different this time. I wanted to do Halloween, but that's the end of the month. I'll change my nails. And then I'll go with some kind of Halloween something. So I'm gonna just stop right there. I'm gonna adjust the quilt because of the fluff. It really has some fluff. It's super fluffy. And there are some of us out there that just love a fluffy quilt. All right, so here we go. I'm trying to go consistent without beeping, but it's so hard. Adjust my body. One thing that's very important while long arm quilting is making sure you adjust your body as you go. You don't want to be reaching. It will actually affect how sloppy, just like I was doing right now, your quilting will be if you're not standing, you know, in a... No, this is a totally different quilt. This is just somebody's scraps that I turned in to a quilt. Things that I do off camera. The prints have these circles in them, and at first I was thinking quilting circles, but then I was like, I want triangles. Down. can't help the beeping. I can't quilt slow, guys. I just can't do it. The beeping is my machine stitch regulator telling me I'm going way too fast. I can't help it.
Printer says I need a machine that comes with tips. Beautiful work.
Yep. I don't think they have a machine that comes with me.
And Amy asks, what frame do you have?
What?
What frame do you have?
The frame is the King Quilter frame. From what I am understanding now, they are actually selling it with a something too. Blah, blah, blah. What the heck is the name of that? I'd have to look again, but they're not selling it with the King Quilter frame right now. I think they're out of them or out of stock or something. So right now it's being sold with a different frame. I don't remember the name exactly. That one depends on how heavily I am quilting. Typically, one bobbin, one pass. But this is a small quilt, so I'll get a pass and a half. So since I just changed the bobbin at the beginning of this pass, right? Yeah, it was this pass. It will last until I get done with this and go over to the next pass. And I don't roll my bobbins all the way full because I tend to have more tension issues if I roll the bobbin too heavy. In the description below every video, there's my email and all sorts of social media. Yep, you can join the Facebook group if you're subscribed to my YouTube channel. You can message me any social media, email me. I try to get to every message, but I do have a lot of platforms, so obviously I don't see every message. So you can see I cross over and everything as long as my finished result is a triangle. All right, so that's another pass. I think I have almost a full one. I'm not sure about this one. I'm gonna have to see, you guys. I might be able to get a full pass in here. I will be pushing it, I think. Yeah, this is gonna be, keep going. Keep going, keep going. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Go back. I'm just gonna do a half a pass and then a full pass right there. Yep, I'm gonna do a half and then a full. Sometimes I don't end on full passes because of the size of the quilt and my throat space size. All right, so I'm gonna tack this down right here, just the area that I can reach into my space. And hopefully this will go quick, and then you guys will have seen a whole quilt quilted in a whole video.
Well, you've done that plenty of
which
times.
I've done, like Scott's just saying right now, and you barely. I've done it plenty of times. I think my hand quilting might be faster than a computer, honestly.
I think so. Plus, it's all 100% you.
Yeah. Because I've seen people turn their computers on. I'm pretty sure you can make it go faster if you wanted, but I've seen some of the computers on because I watch other channels.
I think you doing it yourself makes it more personal. Nowadays, everything.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a half of a pass because it's not landing where I wanted it to. All right. I just have to adjust it a little as I go because I'm like right at the edge and this is puffy batting. All right. Gotta adjust myself and the quilt again. Oop, add a bobbin. So it goes a pass and a half. That's how much it's lasting for this at 60 inches. And I would call this medium quilting. So I will be able to finish the rest of this, I think, with this last bobbin. It might run out when I get to the other end, though, because that seems to happen to me quite often. All right, where did it land? It landed right here.
Oh, lovely.
So I'm gonna come right there, snip the start. Adjust myself and the quilt.
Joe says I'm working on one, comma, it's hard. I don't know if that's Riley talking, because you said make another one.
Oh, yeah, it's probably Riley.
Yeah, so she says she's working on one, but it's hard.
Is she, Riley, I know it's you. Are you working on your crumb quilt?
Yeah, that's Riley.
Yeah, I sent my youngest subscriber a ton of fabric and a ton of crumbs so that she can make a crumb quilt.
You agree yet? Let her know she can always bug you if she has any questions.
What?
She can always bug you.
Oh, I know.
She calls you Joe Nana.
Yep.
Then you have to leave the stuff.
like triangle madness. I'm telling you guys, this is so freeing to do. Just to not have any rules and just quilt whatever.
Barbara says I was trying to figure out what pattern you were doing.
I am just putting triangles everywhere. Discombobulated triangles. They're crossing over. They're not crossing over. They're as triangle as I could possibly keep them, and geometric. As I could possibly make them. All right, let's tack down the bottom of this quilt now, which is a hassle for me to do on camera, but you guys are going to get to watch how I do that. Yes, Riley, you could always message me if you have any questions, because Nana said you can. All right, so here's the part that is kind of hard when you use super poly batting. Now, if I would have had my quilt top hooked to the quilt top bar, then this wouldn't be a problem. But since I don't hook my top to any bar, I actually have to baste it down manually, and this batting is thick. So you're gonna see when I get close that I have to like finagle things. So I get to this end, adjust. Try to keep this here at the bottom. I don't come from this edge normally. This is just me getting a start on this side. Okay. I'm gonna get a start on this side, and then I'm gonna go over to the other side and cross over the whole thing. That's how I do it, because to me, it makes sense. It's probably different than anybody else. So you can see how that's pulling. That's what happens. So I have to give it a little bit of a straight tug as I go, keeping it nice and square. And I try to hold it, but sometimes I can't. Come on, there we go. And now I just go. Let's put that there so that stays. Let's go this way. So now I don't have channel locks, so I can't just like stitch a straight line when I do this. So I have to make my own straight line as I go. I've never had a problem with not having a straight quilt after the fact when I do this. My batting is just really puffy. So I have to like do a little bit at a time. Probably adds a little more work than people are used to, but it beats basting a quilt on the floor and trying to quilt it sit down. I just can't do it anymore. So try not to hit the camera because I don't want to. You can see me pushing down in. That's to keep this flat by the time I reach this side. And as you can see, it is super flat.
You were using your shoulder there to push the machine.
Yep, and my shoulder was pushing the machine. I'm telling you, it's so easy to move. And I always double stitch over. I know some people are like, why do you do that? Well, it's because, do you see how thick this batting is? I definitely want that held down while I'm quilting it and when I take it off of the frame. All right, so let's do this last pass. Actually, let me cut away this excess batting real quick.
I was gonna say, if you want me to do that, I can do that.
No, that'll just be in my way while I'm quilting. All right, I'm gonna cut this away and then quilt this last pass. And I don't cut a straight line, I just kind of cut it off. And then we'll hang it on the thing and you guys can see it. All right, here we go. Yes. I will cut away the back of the quilt and then trim that up, all the leftovers, into 2.5-inch binding and then bind it. That way I'm using up all of the fabric that I cut for this quilt. So do you guys understand how the triangles work? You just kind of go everywhere using the straight lines to get from one triangle to the next. Change the size, change your direction often. They will be the width of this backing fabric, actually, because that's pretty much a little bit bigger than the width of the quilt. So I will cut 4 strips off the bottom. You'll see when I take it off the frame, there's a little bit left over, and I'll cut 4 2.5-inch strips off of that. And then my sides will just go into my scrap fabric. You don't have to worry about points when you're doing this kind of quilting. Just change directions as quickly as you can in idle mode. If you were in like precision mode, I would say stop, and then go, because you can see what happens in idle mode. My needle just goes up and down. So if you were in precision mode, which is what I usually use, I would say stop, pivot, you know. And sometimes I don't have triangles because I get caught in a non-exitable, and you know what? It doesn't matter. Yeah. Yeah. All right, guys, it's done. Can you pull the stand out?
Yeah.
I'm going to check over the whole thing before I pull it off of the frame. That is one thing I try to make sure I do, because when I did my Cleopatra fan, I actually pulled it off the frame and realized that I didn't stitch a whole area in a row on the border of that. I was literally, yeah, just, it was not right. It was kind of funny. So I had to reload the darn, it's a good thing I have these red snappers, because I had to reload it and then do some quilting. I did tighten it, probably not enough though. All right, so I'm gonna disconnect the ends. That's what I'm doing that you guys cannot see. And I'm gonna roll it towards me and check to make sure I've quilted pretty much the same density through the whole thing. In case there's an empty area, you know, around the edge or something, I can go in and fill it in with something, but I don't really ever have to. I'm pretty consistent. All right, so you guys, I'm gonna pass this to Scott so that you can see how easy this, yeah, how easy the quilt comes off of the frame. You don't need to read the comments. Actually, there, they should be on the screen now.
Oh, now they're gonna be on there?
Yeah. All right, guys, camera is moving. Camera is moving. Camera is moving. All right. I'm gonna just show you guys how simple it is to pull this off of the frame. I literally grab these. This is so much easier than pinning. If you are a long armer or you want a long arm, when you get your long arm, get red snappers. I want to thank Becca because she's the one that got these for me, and it has been saving me so much headache and so many finger boo-boos because I used to stab myself so often with the pinning. Yeah, it used to be crazy.
Grammy says, just got my red snappers.
Yeah, that definitely 100% a highly recommended item. All right, I'm gonna put this up here on the thing.
I can't help.
I got it. You just put the camera on it so that you guys can see the finished product. We're gonna turn the lights on better. I will get that. Obviously the backing is hanging a little too far, but there it is. Can you see it? Or is it? Why is it out of focus? There we go.
I don't know. It was like that when I held the thing before to show you long arming.
Oh.
I don't know what to do.
All right.
Says it's nice.
I was just gonna go up on it.
Oh, you're taking the phone? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I didn't know that.
All right, guys. So this is what it looks like up close, the whole thing.
Gorgeous.
So it's just literally all over the place with triangles. You can see, like right here, it just goes right through them. Don't be afraid. Sorry, I have the shakes. It won't go away. Don't be afraid when you're quilting something like this, even on a sit-down domestic. If you got to make yourself to another direction, just change direction. Cross over what you can, change direction, and continue on. Because this is the results. It's very abstract, very geometric.
Looks beautiful.
And it looks awesome.
Really nice.
And it goes great with half square triangles, like super great with half square triangles. Sometimes I kind of follow things that are on the fabric, which is like those circles right there, or those circles right there, but instead I went with the triangles. So here, Scotty, hold this so I can turn it around so they can see what the back looks like. I love having this stand now too, guys. It helps being able to put this up for you guys to see what it looks like when I finish things. because you are probably shirtless. All right, and that's what the back looks like. Again, that's a Stonehenge. It's a
Kim
blue.
says the name should be Triangle Madness.
Yes. So from the back side, you can really see just triangles gone crazy. I like it. I think it looks super awesome. And they're not straight. Some of them aren't even triangles, like that right there.
I can't believe you didn't do this before. This is amazing. I really like this, right? You know it.
Yeah. Scott really likes this one, but it's a man thing. So this is something to do on manly quilts.
Oh, this is manly quilting design. Okay. Looks awesome.
Well, men don't want flowers and roses and feathers. They want this. Splat.
Okay. I like it.
All right. And just because I do this every single video, the quilt has, and sorry for the shaking, I cannot control it.
Ashley says, where did you get your quilt stand?
It took me 49 minutes to quilt. That's as long as the machine ran. And then I'm trying to steady my shaking. It doesn't help. I have MS, so you guys know. And then it has 68,851 stitches. So that's what it has. Look at that.
We got the stand on eBay, right?
Yes, the stand I got on eBay. All right, I'm gonna go away from Scotty's. He's shirtless, so I'm gonna front face camera you guys for a moment. All right, there's my quilt. You like it? I have the shake, so I'm not gonna stay on here longer because I kind of can't hold the camera very well without you guys going. It's almost like I'm still on the long arm. Anyway, so there you have it. Done. How to quilt triangles. Super simple, super easy, and as you can tell, it's abstract and geometric, and it looks, I'm not even gonna say the word, awesome. So anyways, I'm gonna get off here, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out with me for another video today. Look at that, where you guys can learn how to do this. So in an hour and 25 minutes, you guys got to see me quilt a whole quilt. It's only 60.5 by 60.5, but still I finished a whole quilt in a video. So anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. Have a good night. If you're new, please subscribe, like my videos, share them with your quilty friends, and I will see you guys my next video, which is not gonna be again today. Bye.